Note 4. The habit that can make you very lucky. People on your planet, when they think about being lucky, usually think someone who has somehow or by birth fallen on the lap of angel luck. Or what comes to their mind is someone who is always blessed by some unseen powers, so this person gets different results given the same circumstance or atmosphere or setup. Yes, it is true. The circumstance can be the same. The situation can be the same. And the results can be different. What is not same is the person who handles them. They use different tools than others use. The rules they follow, their attitude, their temperament, etc. They approach differently than how others approach the same situation, and hence the difference in results. This explains in part why some are called lucky. There is one habit in their arsenal that causes them to become lucky. This law is partly ego-based in its good sense. The habit of showing up is one spiritually excellent, wonderful and superb habit you can cultivate today and become lucky yourself as if you were a long-time friend to Lady Luck. Please consider these. When you plan to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day and show up at that time, you are living this law. When you start on an enterprise that you have been postponing for years because of fear, you show up at the door of that endeavor declaring that you are now going to do it. That's living this law. When you show up at your kid's room arriving a bit earlier as promised to spend some more valuable time with them, you are living this law. When you show up at a hotel upon an ex-friend's request to reconcile and forget the past because you know he or she is good, you are living the law. When you show up at your boss' room declaring boldly that you can undertake that huge task which others have dropped or have been hesitating to carry on their shoulders, you are living this law. When you forget about that altercation you had with your parents 5 years back and show up at their house to start anew, you are living this law. When you show up at your neighbor's apartments and express your apology for a wrong done to that person, you are living this law. When you show up again and again to befriend that tough maths problem that has driven everyone in your class nuts, you are living the law. When you show up at the party bravely and propose your love to that person whom you feel is your soulmate, you are living the law. When you show up for that 3-week back-breaking training that you know can be a catalyst in your success, you are living this law. This law is your availability law. People don't show up for various reasons. Some are ego-based, some are fear-based, some are guilt-based, and they become that much less luckier. The examples 3, 4, 6 and 7 above are all can be said to be ego-based. The ones who put their egos in the bin and went on to see the ex-friend, the parents and the neighbor can have the biggest gifts coming from these same people. Maybe a renewed, meaningful, happy relationship, or a new idea suggested by that friend, or a spiritual level fulfillment. And that's being lucky. This is becoming lucky by killing one's mega ego. You also become lucky by showing up at the right time at the right place by killing your fears and guilt. If that person cited above had allowed his or her fear to stop him or her from asking the boss for a chance to give the responsibility, wouldn't have showed up at the office room. The chance would have been missed out. Maybe a big break would have been lost. That experience could have given that person a new level of self-confidence, or some new insights into the workings of his or her profession, or maybe a new contact. Any one of these things can make one luckier. The problem is people show up at places that don't matter. The law is applied to all the things that are important to you and can take you toward the dream atmosphere you want to create around you in your life. The Sutra. Show up whenever you need to, wherever you need to, and with whoever you need to. When one doesn't allow for the ego-based or fear-based or guilt-based factors to stop him or her from showing up, that person becomes lucky. Opportunities are behind this gate called showing up. But people keep this gate closed mostly. The few who show up everywhere, at every important place, are the ones who find opportunities, breaks, new ideas, solutions to problems, peace of mind, contentment, abundance of money, chances, etc. strewn all over. Like I said before, to show up is to say, I am available to my most important things in my life. Unfortunately, this is how it is used. I am available for a sleep at my desk in my office at 11 o'clock. I am available to say goodbye to the difficult Spanish class that I don't think I can ever understand. I am available to get even with that shopkeeper. This is the right moment. So, starting today, show up where you need to bravely to get lucky.